Now we come to the newest map. It is also the newest match in this series, but it is also the newest map in the game. Junkertown. An escort map here. We'll see if the pros have figured out how to crack this map. Typically, you'll see the defense favored before a map is figured out. We'll see if Runaway has put the time in to understand how the east, what's the word? Who knows? The complications of this map. Here, Yuki is the first to go down, followed by plenty of reses from both sides. Runaway is down the most members. However, their spawn is so close to this payload, oh, it won't really matter. The remaining members now just backing out, disengaging, in order to group up and start again. You will see in the eastern side of Overwatch, teams are more willing to draw battles out, whereas in the western side, you'll see teams after one or two picks go down, they'll disengage, back out, and start over again. Whereas in the east, they will keep fighting, try to get as many picks as possible. Who knows who's right, but the eastern teams are favored over the west. First kill on a Runaway. Stitch goes down. But following up that, it's all MVP space who are dying. And all MVP space who are rezzing. The Mercy Ultimate resets that res timer and starts them over again. Now here we see Pato trying to take down Kaiser and does so successfully. We're 2 for 2 now. 2 for 1 now in the favor of Runaway. And the member that is down will be back in this fight shortly. See, this map is particular in being very wide open here on the first point. Hoskell trying to focus down Undyne, and with some help from Kaiser will solidify that kill. Now just needs to clean up the remaining members. However, Undyne res back up, and with the Transcendence will keep his team alive. Hoskell getting fused in the backline, followed by Undyne. Both supports are down now from MVP space with that Dragon Blade. A self-destruct to try to stall out the attack, but 3 kills now, 4 or 5. I don't think they're going to be able to do that as now. Runaway with an amazing play by Hoskell will get this first point. Wow. That was awesome. You saw them fall like dominoes there, one by one. Both supports. Then the Diva. Then the Winston. Now as we roll onto the streets phase here of Junkertown, we will see MVP space trying to fall. Oh man, that's rough. That is a rough pulse bomb. I've been there. Ugh. Right into the ground. Getting nothing. Stitch was able to clean up Cookie, but a res stopped that from sticking. He's trying to focus down with the rest of his team. Follow that purple balloon as it switches from player to player. And finish out those kills. Bianca with a kill onto Bumper now. Followed by a kill onto Cox. Should shut down this first push into the streets phase of Junkertown, as the members of Space push up and past the gate to try to get some staggered spawns for Runaway. Hoskell pops the Dragon Blade, but is shut down immediately. Now with the new changes to that ult, Dragon Blade's gone. Cookie cleaning up the supports of Runaway in the back line will stop this second push from happening as cleanup is going down here. And we've seen, it's almost like we've seen a switch flipped here in MVP spaces. Now they're starting to focus down the targets of Runaway. and get those kills out where they need it. And they should have done this 3 maps ago, but have apparently learned from their mistakes, followed the example that Runaway has set for them, and are now starting to stall at this point. 1:30 left. Undyne is the first to die, followed by his mirror, Cox, who is rezzed almost immediately. But now the kills are coming in both sides, all of them being rezzed back up. Mercy's so valuable now. Undyne gets killed once again. I don't believe that Fuse has a res ready, so that one will stick. However, Cox is also taken down. Both Zenyatta's down, and the members of MVP Space being pushed back in order to try again. They have one more shot here at stalling Runaway out in the second phase, but it's not going to stick because Fuse goes down by Stitch almost immediately. And now Runaway is pushing in, splitting the members of MVP Space and cleaning up the kills. Oh well. It was nice. Oh my goodness. Pato there with an amazing kill onto Stitch, cutting him down with that Swift Strike. And Runaway is continuing to stand on this point. A late Transcendence here from Undyne keeps himself alive, but no one else. As Bianca does roll in with a self-destruct, but doesn't get any kills and is killed. The cart now pushed towards the second point. MVP Space will now have to defend the last point here of Junkertown. They have a major spawn advantage here, but if Runaway is able to stagger them with the 4 ultimates they'll have ready in this next fight, they can push this payload very far. Stitch starting out. Looks like Yaki was low, but a self-destruct from Runaway will take down Pato, who popped a Dragon Blade in the back. His death doesn't stick, however, but the rest of his team does, as Undyne and Kuki are taken down. Runaway continues to push this point with all 6 members of their team. And now they will have 3 ultimates ready, a Dragon Blade from Hoskull. If he can get in the back line, take down Fuse and Undyne, they can finish this point. There he goes, the Dragon Blade. He takes down Undyne, looking for Fuse. No one else is around, and that Swift Strike wasn't ready in time. So, only the Zenyatta down, 1 member, who had no chance of being rezzed, because he was so split from his team. But, looks like Runaway pulled a C9 and forgot to stand on the point. So instead of grabbing the 3-minute mark, or the 3rd point, I should say, they stop there, close to the end, which means that MVP Space will only need to make it just around the river bend in order to win this map. Great plays there by MVP Space, stalling out those points and taking the focus of Runaway off the payload there at the end. Taking my focus off the payload, in fact, was enough. Great job. If they can use this teamwork now, they can win this point. Members of Runaway looking disappointed in themselves that they weren't able to get on that payload in the end. It happens to the best of us. But a C9 is not typically something you would see in this tournament. Oh well. They got it basically to the end, so MVP Space will need to practically complete the map in order to win. Just need to get to that yellow box of victory there. So close to the point. Shrapnel. That's a great license plate. Makes perfect sense. I love these little Easter eggs that they put into these maps. Amazing. Alright, here we are. With MVP spaces. Attack. Onto Junkertown. Stitch trying to find a pick on the point. As the teammates of MVP space dive the front line of Runaway. One kill onto Stitch is nullified by the Mercy Res. And the first kills from Runaway are coming out. First onto Bianca and then onto Pato. I don't imagine that they'll use the res here because the spawn is so close. Instead, electing to use it in the middle of a fight. Or in a situation in which they think they can win. Yaki here in the back line trying to take down the supports of Runaway. Gets Stitch right off the bat, but it doesn't stay. As is so common now with these Mercy changes. I think everybody can agree that res needed to change. I'm not sure that this is any better, however. So it makes it very confusing to watch these fights. Hoskall has a Dragon Blade ready. See if he could do another one of those amazing plays of his. As MVP space is down a player right now. Looks like they are disengaging and getting ready for the next attack. Pato there goes out at the end. As MVP space regroup in order to try again. Runaway on their defense now has 4 ultimates. One of them, however, only wall hacks, nothing more. But Hoskall has that Dragon Blade ready, and he knows where MVP space is coming from. Not much happening now. I still haven't figured out this map. This open space here gets me killed every single time. It's pretty amazing. Hoskall popped his Dragon Blade, but doesn't seem to have done anything with it. Undyne is fighting him off, but in the meantime, the rest of MVP space is dying. Poor Fuse there is alone. Managed to escape. And a Transcendence pop from Undyne may keep his team in the rest of this fight. And as I say that, it doesn't happen, as 3 members of MVP space are taken down. Both supports and Pato now, and they back out. Only 30 seconds left. Remember what I said about working together? Getting those kills, focusing team members of Runaway? They seem to have been able to do it as the defense team, but they're not doing it here now on attack. Hoskall with Dragblade once again is killed by his mirror, who is in turn killed by Stitch with an amazing headshot in the back line. Now getting pressure from a Mercy. Pato comes in and finishes the job off. Finally, MVP space is getting the kills in here. And imagine that Runaway isn't going to try to stop them from taking this first point. Now onto the streets phase. They got the cart in overtime, which means they only have 2.5 minutes to get through this streets phase. This is the strongest part of the map we saw from them, so maybe on attack they'll be just as strong. As Kuki tries to go in and gets very low. But Pato was able to find Stitch. I'm not sure why he's focusing a Tracer. He needs to focus the Mercy. A dive here into the front line takes out Cox, who is rezzed almost immediately. That's why you need to take the Mercy out. And they continue to move the cart forward. Cox with the Transcendence. Keep his team up and running. Undyne is killed, but is rezzed almost immediately. And now, 1-for-1, MVP Space is pushing this cart forward. Ever so slightly. It looks like they've practiced the second part of the map a lot. Bumper, now with his ultimate, is rezzing the members of Runaway left and right. But as he does so, those members are getting cleaned up by MVP Space, who is on the point. 2 kills here now. Hoskell is just running through the members, D-Mex Bianca, and kills him shortly afterwards. And we see that push successfully stopped by Bumper, rezzing nearly all of his team with the Mercy ultimate. Should be called, like, Valkyrie. Is it called Valkyrie? I need to figure this out. I don't play Mercy, if you can't tell. I'm a DPS main, although I'm really bad at it. MVP Space has 5 ultimates, starting with the Dragon Blade. Gets Bumper in the back. That's going to start this fight off great. Looking for that purple balloon as Haskell goes down. Shortly afterwards, a pulse bomb responds, taking down Undyne. But so many members of Runaway. Oh my goodness. Switch strike into Kaiser, and then a follow-up with those shrieking into is that Janu is gonna push this cart forward, and now MVP Space was able to do it using 3 of those 5 ultimates. They continue to push forward to try to stop the defense from gaining a foothold here onto the last point. They only need to get around this corner. They have it. They can win their first map in this series. That was incredible. If they do plays like this again, they got it. That's what I've been saying this whole time. Hoskell takes down Undyne, who is rezzed. However, Bumper dies for it as Pato takes him out. Now, Fuse, keeping his team alive, rezzes Kuki twice. The same fight. That's rough. But the cart is moving forward now, as Runaway was cleaned up here on Junkertown. They need to come in here and stop this push now, as the cart is ever closer to completing this map. Kaiser with a Primal Rage. Hoskell with the Dragon Blade. And Cox with the Transcendence. Should be able to stall this out as the clock is ticking down. Overtime is going to start here in just a second. This fight will determine this map. And it may have just been determined by killing Fuse there. Dragon Blade from Pato. Can he clean up the members of Runaway? Yes! Gets both of the supports now. They have a great chance here. Stitch tries to get a Deadeye down. Doesn't kill anybody. But he takes down Undyne in the back. If they can push this forward, they have it. But nobody's on the... Only one member on the cart. Both tanks are trying to clean up the remaining members here. Fuse comes in here as a Lucio, trying to taxi his team in. Bumper now dead once more. They're focusing now and getting the kills onto the supports of Runaway. Ugh, but the DPS is coming in and cleaning up. Oh no, we're so close here. Yaki, can you do it? Gets the kills down. This is it. MVP gets it. And they finish out this map. Amazing. They were able to get that kill down there in the very last moments in Junkertown. Incredible push there. They have it in them to win these fights, but they can only seem to do it in the final seconds. Oh, that was amazing. Went back and forth there, but because MVP Space was able to focus down Bumper and kill him out, they were able to win that fight.